Today I have the pleasure of introducing Jairo Santana. Dr. Jairo Santana is here in the Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Welcome. Thank you for being part of my interview. Wonderful. So, Dr. Jairo, why did you decide to become a doctor?
Why do I decide to become a doctor?
Yes.
The main reason why I became a doctor maybe because doctor in Dominican Republic, becoming a doctor in Dominican Republic is maybe the best way where you can apply scientific knowledge in order to help people, to help your society. Maybe because maybe that's the main reason.
It's a noble reason.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So, in your clinical experience, what types of conditions have you seen?
In my clinical experience, even is not a lot of clinical experience, I have seen the most common disease that's affecting the people in Dominican Republic. I need to say first that these diseases are the same disease that are affecting many people in many countries in America, United States, Mexico, Argentina, and Chile. These diseases are diseases secondary to bad healthy habits like hypertension, diabetes. It's just a disease secondary to daily stress. These are minor disease. And then we have other 5 diseases that are secondary to bad behavior on the streets. These are the accidental trauma. These are maybe the most difficult disease in Dominican Republic right now. We have many more, but in a much more less percent. Obviously, we have cancer and we have genetic conditions that, even if they are very prevalent, these are diseases that we can control the risk factor as well as we can do with other types of diseases that they mentioned, diabetes, hypertension, or accidental trauma.
And what kinds of things do you see as far as healthcare goes in the Dominican Republic? What is healthcare like in the Dominican Republic?
Healthcare in the Dominican Republic, it has a very good basis. We have very good doctors, but the percentage of I think my personal belief is that the percentage of doctors, let's repeat that. From my personal point of view, I think that the percentage of doctors that are practicing today medicine is the percentage that are able to identify and treat chronic disease is very few compared to this percentage of doctors that don't have enough knowledge or enough preparation to be a specialties or to be a special doctor. So we have first a deficit in the knowledge in the doctors. After this, we have a deficit in the system that is mainly based on a deficit in the healthcare access to the people. We have a very good healthcare coverage because almost any community here have a small healthcare center, a primary healthcare center. The problem is that this healthcare center is not good enough to give them the need to give the care that they need, because this is only a primary care center, and the disease that the most people have is not a disease that we can cover in primary care center. And also, as I told you, maybe the doctors or the personnel that is inside this primary care center, they are not prepared enough to cover the non-basic disease. This is that may complicate the future, like infections, etc. After the system, after the personnel, after the doctors, I think the other problem is about the insurance, because the insurance is the way that we can access to the primary and secondary health care. And most of the people don't have insurance good enough to cover the non-basic disease. Therefore, if we don't have enough insurance, most of the people won't be able to take this secondary and tertiary care, and this is becoming a problem to them.
So what do you think these people need if the basic healthcare isn't enough for them, or the basic insurance isn't enough?
Well, the basic insurance is covering actually most of the basic medicines and basic procedures. But after we perform these procedures and these treatments, these people are needing more deep treatments, deep consults with more specialties, deep procedures like surgeries or interventional procedures and deep diagnostic studies. And these studies, deep diagnostic procedures, and these deep treatments, they are not covered by the basic insurance. So this is where we have the problem. It's not in the basic insurance, it's in the not deep insurance.
Okay, they need more coverage in their insurance.
Exactly.
Okay.
Obviously, not every people need this insurance because not every people is sick enough to go to the surgery, to go to a surgery, to go to a CT scan. But people that need it, they don't used to have insurance. And this is creating the delay or the overload of the non-basic healthcare in the Dominican Republic.
Okay, all right. So what do you think the people with lower economic status would need as extra support? Like it almost sounds like an additional insurance or expanded insurance. What would that look like in your mind? Like what would they be getting from, what exactly do they need?
We can apply more extended insurance to these people. The problem is that this is highly costly, and neither the private companies, neither the state will cover this high cost. Therefore, even if we give the money to perform this study, to perform these treatments, we will have more and more people need this, and more money spending in this, and we'll be in a closed loop that will be increasing each year, increasing the cost, increasing the number of patients, increasing the cost, etc. So I think the best way is to stop the disease where we find the disease, or better one is to prevent the disease. And these are two procedures that we can perform in the primary health care center. Even if we think that we are not able to stop the progression of hypertension, to stop the progression of diabetes, it's possible to stop at least the most deadly complication of this disease if we take a good daily habits and a good daily medication.
Like what kind of daily habits would they
daily habits? The daily habits that everybody says and no one performs.
Right.
No fat in the diet, few carbohydrates, no sugars, and daily exercise at least 4 to 5 times per week. This is enough. This is enough to prevent progression of diabetes and new onset diabetes. This is enough to prevent myocardial infarction and progression of hypertension. These two diseases, diabetes and hypertension, they are killing, in a way to say, the population. These diseases are knocking the population and preventing the progression of the country in this way.
Okay. Well, what would you want to tell someone who isn't able to get enough from their doctor with their basic insurance? Like, what kind of message would you send to someone who, as a doctor,
to prevent the disease?
To prevent the disease,
but
yes.
Obviously, I know that this not always would work 100%.
Right, exactly.
But at least this would prevent the most common disease.
Yes.
After this, we need this. Maybe the second step is enough education to the people, so they can recognize disease at an early point. This is like cancer. Can be recognized very early. This is like sexually transmitted disease. If we recognize them very early, we can avoid surgeries, the complications, we can avoid costly treatments. These are the treatments that are overloading the insurance. It's not the vaccines that are overloading the insurance. It's not the blood pressure measure that is overloading the insurance. Are the heart attack and the transplant, the patients that are unable to go work because they have neurologic stroke, neurologic complication after the stroke, etc. So after you prevent, you can become educated enough to detect early diseases that are not preventable disease. And after that, the thing, I think that I don't have more recommendations.
Okay, well, that was wonderful. Thank you for sitting down with me and taking the time to talk to me. Thanks everyone for watching, and take care. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.